Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our supreme and master speakers, Omeji Cat Comet, Erisu Yamakawa, Alex Franco AV, Winebow Brood, Aurora White, Psyche, Azuta Starbreeze, Cletus Oreo, Lily Black, Bob CC, Mikta Rabentau, Anathus Moonscar, Pamela Isley, Elenriel Maximus, Codrith Novelist, Mira, Celeste Notrell, Lazy Boy, Luke Osborne, Tex, Kylin, Arthur Law, Beridan Derard, Cypup, Spencer Christmas, Celine DeLune, Edwin, Webster Wolf, Severa, Circa Barrakiel, Kazran, Ventos Tia, Ryark Forebear, Leighton the House, Tony, Arcadia Luna Shine, Framboise Zaccaro, Bergie, Fudge, Zephiel, Cafe, Gregorium Cartus, Eros, Uana Nitsa, Tyler Curly Fries, Nat Clay, and Chibi Duo. Get early access to audio and video versions of the show, including the post-show, by supporting us at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV. Thank you. Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 462. I'm Lakil Brayston, and I'm joined today by Georgi Wiston, Mela Vanadar, and Rollo Des.
Hello.
It is July the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah, just did you see it?
Or July the 192nd, as you put in the show notes.
192nd? Is that what I put?
But that's fair enough.
I'm not well, I dream.
Your nose is so sunburned. You weren't joking, dude.
Yeah, he's got a little red
I can't.
Listen, guys, sunscreen. This is a lesson here. Sunscreen.
Don't.
Especially if you're white.
Especially,
yeah. I was going to say that.
July 192. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Today we're gonna be talking about 7.3 because that's next.
It's not next
2
week.
weeks. 2 weeks from now. Live letter is next week.
That's
and then
right.
2 weeks from that is patch 7.3.
Well, potentially.
Is what we are
haven't got it
expecting,
confirmed.
but that's usually the case. So we're going to talk about 7.3. The 7.3 patch website has been published, so we're going to go look through that today. And we also have we have some recent events to talk about as well. And also we're reading your MogMail, speakersofv.com/MogMail. Stay tuned for the post show because we'll be answering questions from the syndicate. And a reminder again that we have a screenshot contest on Friday, August the 15th. Now, there's a link on our website. Shit, I forgot to put that on the actual website. But it's speakersofv.com/screenshot contest, I think. So go do that if you want to join that. There's one of the... I know we never tell you the prizes because we actually don't really know until the day because they're donated by our community, but it's usually figmental weapons, I think. At least
And like a
we have some
mountain
figmental weapons left, I think. So
We have one.
We have one figmental weapon.
It's all to play for then.
But usually there's mounts and minions and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. That's something to jump into if you want. All right, let's jump into recent events. Okay, now, recent events. I'm not sure. Okay, so, sorry. Well, let's start with...
Why are you so nervous?
Because I couldn't remember if I had actually saved it or not, but I had. Mogslop of the week, guys.
Yay!
There are new optional items on the store, and it is
Nice and sloppy.
it's nice and
Very
sloppy.
sloppy.
This is
It's a new chest piece.
yes, it's just a new chest piece.
Sort of.
It's a newish chest piece. Alize's Shadowbringer's look when she was on the first,
Yeah.
and she's really gone and vogued it up with some real nice matches. She's got the boots from a different Mog Station set that have been repurposed, which is clever.
Oh, is that what the boots are from?
The boots are from the Angel set, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they have a different item name and therefore item ID, so
Yeah.
they'll take up a second slot.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything else is from other areas. There's also Oh, no, I think the legs, the Christian Rebels half tights, they're pants from something else.
I mean, everything in this outfit set is either taken from somewhere else or is very slightly modified from something already in the game. It was the case with both Alphinaud and Alizé in Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
You can't say it's worth it.
I mean, it is
the full price.
It is unclass locked, Mailer.
Yeah,
There's
there's that.
That's a positive.
It can
It
be.
falls in at the same price range for all Scion / character outfits, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think the only Scion outfit I ever bought was just stole as a Realm Reborn. Not a Realm Reborn. Heaven's
feel-
Word.
Yeah.
I would make fun of you if you bought
No,
that Realm
like,
Reborn one.
not the hempen tunic. Or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Pay
Yeah.
top dollar for that.
I bought Mailer the Heavens with your Stoller outfit.
You get
Yeah.
it here, which is real nice.
Well, yeah, exactly. So it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, this is nothing wrong with it. It's here. I wouldn't buy it. There are ways to get equivalents in game or similar that are somewhat class locked or job locked.
Yeah.
But if you really want this look, it's
Can be yours.
Go right ahead.
Can be yours for $12. $12 for a chess piece and stuff that's already in game. But hey, yeah, it's not class locked, so I guess it's that.
The boots are also on the Mog Station, Nikhil.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And to be fair, I would have more respect for you for getting this than getting the Angel outfit.
Oh well, there you go.
That's
so.
fair.
There you go.
If you rip up Mela.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everyone. You have permission to buy this.
You have permission.
What's the council say? Yay or nay?
I guess we say
kind of. It's a depressing outfit, really, to pay money for.
Yeah.
based on you being able to basically make it in game already.
Yeah.
But I would
also
again. This is better than buying the £40 one from last week or whatever. So.
You need to consider this is an outfit Alizé scrounged together with what she could assemble once she was whisked away to the first naked.
That's true. Yeah,
that's true.
She did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I think out of all the NPC outfits, the only one that I really like kind of fuck with is Yustol's Heaven's Word and Emmerich's outfit, because I feel like you get the hairstyle too, which is nice, and the outfits themselves are pretty good, and you can use the pieces in mostly creative ways that don't just make you look like the NPC, which I like.
Yeah.
I like any of this. I like any of the sets that have the hairstyle available.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a few that are pretty cool. I like, If it's
Emmerich
too
Bolt
recognizable, it's bad. And like the
I would say
Winfilia
that
top or something like that.
I would say that this becomes less recognizable because it is so generic.
Exactly. This one's okay in that regard.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't... If you walk around Lord Hien's robes or something, it's like...
Yeah.
Like, this was... this model was based off... It was a Heaven's Word caster gear, right? Yeah. Crafted Heaven's Word.
Is it the chimerical felt? Is that what it is?
For the chess piece?
Possibly.
Either way, I don't associate with Alizé because I had a friend at the time that played a lot. And this was their outfit, like the exact same color too. This was like their glam forever. So I'm like, oh, that's just what my friend dressed like.
Top?
Okay. Well, there you go.
I don't remember what it is, but yeah.
It is. It's just funny that like this is obviously being pushed without any regards to what's going on in the like community. It's just funny because last week, terrible release of terrible gear, and then
that one was Mog slop.
Yeah, that was actually
that was Mog slop. But last week
this is more tongue in cheek. With this is that usual NPC stuff. But,
yeah,
they had the foresight last time though to sell the berry and hand separately, whereas this time they've insidiously put together something that is not what Alizé wore.
Right.
It's only the chess piece that's important here.
Yeah.
Oh no,
and
this
the
is
rest is
Alizé's Alizé wore all of this. This is Alizé's outfit.
Yeah, this is her outfit.
Oh, so they're taking her thing for the angel one as well instead. Well, it's just strange though.
Her outfit
it seems weird to piece together.
Yeah, I think they're just chugging along business as usual for the Mog Station releases. So like, okay, sure. I mean, I could easily picture Yoshi P in a bit of a myth about some of the Mog Station stuff, but not able to do as much about it, because I mean, with how his stance was about even trying on the Mog Station stuff in game, like that was a big hurdle for him.
Yes.
But it's just outside a lot of the developers' control.
Well, there's something interesting that's happening that we don't have in our show notes, but like that one company that has been that acquired a part of Square Enix has acquired more of Square Enix. What's it called? It's
something really generic.
It was Activist
3D something.
Something, yeah.
And they
Is that their name? Because they're considered an activist group.
They are an activist group, but they're literally called Activist 3D or something.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah, and they are unfortunately infamous for like being very pushy for like companies to earn money by any means necessary. So I'm a little worried.
Shitification. No.
Yeah. But yeah, so maybe I don't know if this is a direct result of it, but it is. I feel like this is very rapid releases of Mog. I don't feel like we talk about it every week, do we? But
it's the same, right?
Is it really?
I think it's illusory because we've looked into this before and people have done research. It's generally the same rate. It just feels like it's more common than
it's just because the quality is going down now, so we're noticing it more. Maybe
possibly.
I don't know.
It could be a lot worse though. He could release, every couple of weeks, like 3 new minions with 3 different colors, and they all cost, 5 for each.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it could
if
be worse.
That company investment or whatever, if there is going to be net effects from it, it's not going to be for several years that we don't notice.
No, that's true.
Unless it's like really immediate hostile actions or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, what I read was a little worrying. This is an activist like acquisition company. Like this is what they do.
It is what they do, but they're generally not able to act that quickly.
No, but their share is quite high now. I think
almost
12.5%. I think
that's pretty high.
That is pretty high. But
we'll just have to keep
don't quote me on that number. It's somewhere around there.
Yeah, they like incrementally bought more and more into the company.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long Yoshi will.
Please save us, Japanese Zaibatsus. Please buy Square Enix, Honda.
Someone else, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help each other out.
The Choballs in Korea, please. Someone.
I thought this activist group was a Japanese company.
Yeah, but I want the big dogs to come in. I want Honda to come in.
Yeah, we need someone who's Activist Investor 3D. Is that it? No, Activist. Their name is so shady. I feel like I don't understand. 3D Investment Partners.
It's just so generic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
3D Investment.
It makes them hard to locate.
They're called 3D Investment Partners. Become a major shareholder. So that was now. Yeah, they're now up to 10.01%. That's the 3rd time they've raised their stake in Square Enix. They bought themselves in at 5.4.
Private equity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
They're based in
venture capital's epic.
Yeah, that's very significant actually. Okay. Well, anyways, we'll see if maybe it's a good thing. Maybe they'll do good things.
No.
Well, apparently the companies that they own are invested in, I should say, are good. They own Sapporo beers.
Oh,
okay. Sapporo is nice, decent beer.
And I guess apparently Nippon Steel. They work with the Japanese or the U.S. government for manufacturing. So
okay,
these are very different.
I don't know what's 3D about
these
steel.
Are very different industries. I find it hard to imagine Nippon Steel were unsuccessful before they invested in them.
Yeah.
Diversify your portfolio, guys. This is prime example.
Well, not to like kill everyone's mood, but like one of the posts that posted this news that they bought a share and 3rd stake is that they're actually known to kill every company they've invested in. So let's hope that's not true.
I've read the opposite though. That's the thing.
These are not video game companies that you were just named, Rollo. So I think that's the clue. Let's hope.
Do we have the list of some of the other companies that they've supposedly killed?
We can't do this live, but
maybe next week we'll do our research.
We'll investigate.
We'll investigate.
We don't have time next week.
No, we don't have time next week.
Live
maybe.
Well, we'll see if a news story comes
out. The house is not on fire right now, as far as kind of. It's a little bit of like there's smoke billowing out from the kitchen.
They invested in Toho.
Okay.
They make Godzilla.
That's successful.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Anyways, we have to move on then to
Automatic housing demolition. It has been turned off for the EU data centers for a very long time.
What was it turned off for again? I feel like there's always something now. I don't.
It was in November
remember.
2024. So was that for?
Was it earthquake in Spain or flood in Spain?
Was it the flood in Valencia?
I was thinking
It might have been
Spain.
from the flood, yeah.
Or was it
The wildfires.
Spanish wildfires.
Oh, was it the
Mm.
wildfires? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Sorry, we get a lot happened in Spain. Okay, Southern Europe is kind of fucked.
It's popping.
Yeah, it's popping in South Europe. The automatic housing demolition timer for Worlds in the European Data Center, which was halted temporarily in November 2024, will resume with the release of patch 7.3 scheduled for early August 2025. So you know how this works. Just go back into your house. Go back.
You'll get a message when you log on. Be mindful of it.
Yeah. You probably
if you've
have
been in there since during this, it should have reset, but just double check and go in your house.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
You won't get a new email if you got your email beforehand and it was already in the danger period of you potentially losing your house.
That's true too. It's a pretty poor system in terms of usability to know whether or not you have successfully stopped the demolition of your house.
I think this, when it's been down for so long, since November last year, I think maybe you need to send out a reminder email to people.
Well, they probably believe that this is an acceptable reminder there.
Yeah, on the lodestone.
And the game is enough, guys. You got to go inside of the house too.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of squatters' rights. If you're not using your house, the government will take it away from you.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Be careful out there, people.
Yep. So if you were worried,
I always forget to go inside my house sometimes. That's my thing. Even my FC house, I'll just be like, I'll teleport there, do my stuff outside, and figure, oh yeah, I've been to my house recently. I won't get an email.
Yeah.
And then I get an email. Like, ooh, whoops.
Yeah.
scary email.
And everyone in the FC gets it. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
I promise, I'm still here.
Right. Yeah. There's a timer you can check as well in game.
Do you like the awfully specific time that the housing demolition timer went off?
Yes. Thursday, the 7th of November, 2024
That shows how
at
quick
8:33 GMT, 7:33 p.m. Australian Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're on the ball.
Yes.
The moment they heard about these
there were floods.
fires.
There was floods.
Or floods.
I don't think there would be wildfires.
The moment they
in
heard
November.
about the elemental destruction in Europe.
I mean, chat was saying it was the wildfires.
Do you remember when France lost power just entirely for a while as well? Like
Yeah, that was
everything
wild.
happened. That was
It wasn't
scary.
just France; it was just like the southern
like north
part
of-
of Europe.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was
there was a
insane.
wildfire in Spain. Was there?
Look,
No, I think it is
no.
the flood for sure, wasn't it? Valencia was like fucking destroyed in that flood, wasn't it?
yeah.
I think it
Where?
was.
I'm just
Where-
saying what the majority of chat said.
Yeah,
We're a
I
video
think-
game podcast. We don't know anything about
Well,
the world.
sometimes
Sorry.
I think
Yeah.
chat just says things, and we need to.
I
think it is.
agree very much.
No, they're omniscient. I believe them every time. Everything they say.
Yeah, it was in 2024. The Spain floods
they
was. Yeah,
They are the zeitgeist. They know the truth.
the
They
flood.
are the zeitgeist, but the
flood.
moment Lucia looked it up, they changed their tunes.
Yeah,
didn't
the flood was on October the 29th, 2024. So it makes sense. It lines up with when this happened. I'm not saying it's impossible that there was a wildfire in November, but I think that's a little out of season for the usual wildfires in Spain. All right. Moving on. Shocking
Thank you.
news for some people, I think. The end of Windows 10 support is nigh.
It shouldn't be shocking because they have announced this before.
I know. Final Fantasy 14 support for Windows 10 will end on. It's always, but it's one of those things where you're like, it's so far ahead. I don't know. It's fine.
That's true.
But now it's actually very close. The end of Windows 10 support, system requirements update. Final Fantasy 11 support for Windows 10 will end on October the 14th, 2025. Microsoft will no longer provide security updates or support for PCs running Windows 10 after October 14th, 2025. So we have found that continuing support for this operating system is a difficult proposition. You will likely be able to play Final Fantasy XIV on Windows 10 systems even after the end of support. However, after we discontinue support, we will, as a general rule, no longer be able to provide support for problems arising as a result of the operating system. Square Enix may respond to requests for technical support regarding Windows 10 issues after the end of support, but such informal support will be limited on a case-by-case basis and is not guaranteed. In addition, to accompany this change, the OS CPU requirements for the Windows version will be updated on October 14th, 2025. Please see below for updated requirements. They've updated requirements. So there you go.
I'm not switching. You can't make me.
At this
I mean,
point,
this is just them covering themselves
yeah,
more than anything.
it's just them covering. I
That's
mean,
fine.
actual support for Windows 10 ends. So,
Nah,
I mean,
I bought the business license. It's updates forever, bro.
Oh, so you got the
I'm not getting
extra.
you have the
No,
win-
Didn't it?
Oh.
I'm sure they've added an extra year or something for corporate
Yeah.
Windows 10 anyway. I'm sure.
I don't know.
But-
Maybe I'll just switch over to Linux this time for real or something.
See what happens. 11 it more or less works, but
11
it's
is fine.
it's-
I have no
it's
problems
fine, yeah.
anymore with
I don't
like,
have
the
problems.
OS.
I just feel sad to not
You
have
feel
10 again.
sad? I
There are
felt
certain things in 11 that I don't like. You know, for example, on Windows 10, when you click on the bottom right to have the time,
Yeah.
it will show you the hours, minutes, and seconds, and I find that useful, and that doesn't exist on Windows 11.
Yes, it does.
No, no,
I
it's-
have it.
I
44,
know.
45, 46,
Oh.
47.
Well, I
You
need
can
to
turn
play
that
with
on.
settings
It's a
then.
setting. You go just to adjust date
Oh,
and time or something.
are you already on Windows 11, Mailer?
I had to upgrade. I upgraded earlier this year, I think.
It's-
Because
I mean,
I
it's-
thought I might as well try and get into it before
Do it
the
while it's
actual
free.
termination of.
Yeah.
I know. I've set a reminder for myself a couple of days before the end of support to update for free.
I always find
It's
it funny
gonna be
because
tough.
remember how people were kicking and screaming when 7 support ended. Be like, I will never go to 10! And now they're back on 10. I'll never leave 10! It's like, oh my god, are we going to do this every version? But
But
I guess we are.
It does get a little worse every time, though. There are those little
Is
things they
it?
change. Like, yeah, I hate the
but the new
context
like
menu in 11.
window. Like I like the new system where you can move. And
Because-
I mean, I think they added this to 10, but this is an 11 feature. I think tabbed Explorer. Like you can open tabs for like inside Windows.
Yeah, that is quite
10,
nice.
fantastic.
To be honest, it is pretty good, Rollo. And the contest menu on some things like right
That I
click
agree.
where it has the
I hate
copy
it.
and paste at the top, that looks quite nice though.
But you,
It is, but
Some of it's okay.
I
and
need
you
my
can
power
copy
user
file
options.
paths directly,
I
and
agree
you
with
can
that.
open terminal from right click. There's a lot of cool stuff too.
That's
I
true.
need my power user options. I need all the dumb apps I've installed to be on the context menu every time I click.
But you can click show more options and it shows you the original Windows 10 context menu. So I mean it's not gone.
I mean,
They've just hidden
That's
it a
true,
little
too.
behind
I ain't
the
doing it. You can
flashier
shift
one.
click. You can shift click too, but I'm
That
not doing
too.
that shit.
also,
See-
people are generally just have a built-in fear of every second Windows iteration. I mean, look
That's
at
true.
2000 Vista and 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that means look at 12.
I don't think this
12's
is.
going to be fucking excellent.
I don't think this is equivalent to 8 because 8 was like actually a shit operating system that tried to turn your computer into a tablet. Like that
Yeah.
shit was.
Oh, the Metro
Start
tile.
menu.
Yeah. That was an actual
But start
failure.
menu being just a different thing than the desk. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. But I don't even really remember. I mean, it's been a while since
I
I've had
never had
Windows 10,
8.
but-
My mum's laptop had 8, and that was the only computer in the house that ever had 8.
Yeah. No,
I'd never seen
I
it
never
otherwise.
had 8 on my computer.
I might switch eventually, but I don't know.
I think at
just don't
this
care
point,
to.
the Windows
It's not too
10
bad. I'll just say it's not too bad.
The Windows 10 users have, and I'm definitely one of them, have been screaming so loudly about getting 10 features back that most of it is already back in the 11 system. So you won't really feel that much of a difference.
Maybe I'll just like dual boot. I have Windows and maybe some Linux fucking
Yeah.
distro or
That's a
something.
good way to do it, yeah.
I've said this before. This is like a tiny thing that I like. It has you can have it set so that it will dynamically change to like night mode. Well, I always have night mode on. But if you're one of those freaks that still use light mode, you can have light mode on during the day, and it has like normal sounds for errors and stuff. And then when it's nighttime, it gives you muted sounds. And, like,
Oh,
it's-
wow.
That's a cute
Oh.
little
The
thing.
features
that they-
now.
Yeah, and I obviously have dark mode on always, so I always have the soft sounds, but still. Anyways, for those that want to know, the system requirements obviously now require you to have Windows 11, but they've also changed the CPU requirement. This is my number one gripe with Windows 11, and that is that it renders so many computers ineligible for the OS. You need to have a CPU that has that.
That's true.
Secure something. Like there's something new in the new CPUs that you need to have. So a lot of like Roderick, the computer that runs your audio, cannot upgrade to Windows 11. So it has to run on Windows 10 forever. So hopefully I don't get hacked. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, how old is Roderick?
Oh, old. I mean,
He's an old boy.
Yeah, I think that one was. Well, it has been upgraded, but even the upgrade is a long time ago. It must be like 8 years, maybe even 10 years ago. So he's.
Yeah, start putting that Chromebook to work, Lakil.
That Chromebook has one audio port. That's not happening. No. He'll
Did
run.
Windows 10 allow 32-bit
Yes.
processors? Because 11 definitely doesn't, and that's in.
No, 11 does
so
not.
The 10 was the final bastion of 32-bit.
Yeah,
Which, to be
32-bit is
fair,
dead in 11.
why?
Yeah.
Also, it's nice to be forced to move to. I mean,
They're forcing you to.
I ask you, where's 128-bit? Come on, guys, let's keep moving forward with the future.
Yeah, sorry. So for CPU, it used to be the minimum requirement was Intel Core i7-7700 or higher, and then recommended was Intel Core i7-9700 or higher. That has now been changed. The minimum is now Intel Core i5-8400 or higher, or recommended Intel Core i7-9700 or higher.
Yeah, that's what it was. Anything 7th gen and prior doesn't have a secure boot. Is that what I'm thinking?
That's it.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it's that.
It's something like that. But yeah, 8th gen and up for Intel. I think all Ryzen stuff already has it though. So
I think maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, they don't.
It's not. I mean, it's a good thing to help with your startup. It is a good thing to have, but I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, it is a safety feature, obviously, but like, yeah.
It helps with malware.
I wish there was a version of 11 that still allowed you to use, like, because now feel like this is one of the first times they're like actually forcing you to like abandon, like buy a new computer for this OS. Maybe
that's true.
I think maybe was it Vista that had like the RAM requirement? You remember that? Like there was like you need to have.
Yes, it did. It was like 4 gigs, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, while I agree that's true, I feel like back in the day, unless you were like the most invested in computing technology, most people just bought a new computer rather.
Yeah.
Before you could just update online,
it
was often the case that people just bought a new computer when they needed a new OS.
Yeah, it's true.
It was TPM 2.0. That's what you need for your CPU. Sorry.
Oh, that's
it's
it.
A trusted platform module, some security fucking chip, I guess. That's why you can't use 7th gen and prior. Yes.
There you go. So you're gonna have to.
Oh yeah, and that's a physical thing on the board.
It is. Yeah. It is important to note that the game will still run. It's just from October the 15th.
It does make you think about PlayStation 4 and stuff though, and are other things going to start getting left behind? Also, what's the lowest? There's the lower Xboxes that they still allow.
The Xbox S.
Is that the one that
Series S?
Something like that.
Yeah.
At some point, some other things are going to get left behind as well.
Yeah.
Like when PS3 disappeared. Time's just moving on, guys.
They're all pretty capable. I don't think 14 is going to get that much more fidelity or requirements in general. Like the biggest limits back in the day was it was the RAM in the PS3. Was it 526 megabytes, something like that?
Wasn't it 256?
256.
I think it was something like that. Like it was insane. At least usable RAM. I don't remember. I did a
lot.
I did a Fall Rise episode on that. It was surprisingly small.
Yeah, that was a major. But now it's just and they have different settings now too for like performance settings for Xbox, I think, PlayStation. So like, you can just be on the lower ones now as they do more impressive stuff if they have to.
The PS4 has 8 gigs, by the way, so it is.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be fine for a while.
It's fine.
More than 5 times.
Yes.
And on a slight side note, let everyone know that while Akil is extolling the virtues of Windows 11, he is simultaneously trying to bring back Windows Live Messenger amongst this community.
That's true.
Why?
That's
why
so
you've been
funny.
DMing people that? What the fuck's happening?
This is I haven't even logged in today, but like, it is so funny because there's this group that's revived Live Messenger. It's called Escargot, and it's very funny because it really shows you how messaging platforms have changed. Because now, when you join a social media, like when you join like Discord, you won't even want to know that it exists while it's on. You don't want to see a message. You don't want to be perceived. Windows Live Messenger is so fucking in your face the moment someone talks to you, brings the window to the front immediately, like, new message, like it's just like a barrage of messages. It's very funny. It is available and it's there. I almost said
that's how whispers should work in 14, by the way.
True.
Shake your screen with a window.
Yes. But that's the funny thing. It has all those features. They've been able to bring that back. And the feature that I never thought I'd miss, but I kind of forgot, drawing. Being able to send little drawings, that is... So, anyways.
I know what you've been drawing.
Lots of penis. Lots of penis.
Okay, all right.
I mean, everyone... I bet you, when that rolled out, 90% of the drawings, I will say 90% of the drawings from men, I think, were penises. Their first drawing on Live Messenger was some
Smiley
form of
face.
penis. No, not smiley face. Okay, anyways.
Let's end this tangent. Let's
Yes.
go.
So, this 11 is happening. Also, I'm not a big supporter. I don't love 11. 11, it's an operating system. It works essentially the same as Windows 10.
Someone spliced that, but put it in the context of Final Fantasy 11 instead.
Okay. There's been a lot of talk about 11 from you, actually, Mela, the past few days.
I'm moving back, yeah.
I think you're itching for some 11.
Ashta 4
that
is
mod.
the thing instead of Windower, and it looks so much better than Windower. And I'm
Well,
like,
that's
wow.
a newer thing. So
I'm moving back
it
again
has
to
a smaller-
Horizon UX and everything.
It has a smaller mod library compared to Windower, as far as I know. But
Windower's got some weird
Windower
overlords though who don't even play the game anymore, but they you have to get permission.
Well,
to
Windower is interesting because Windower is almost as old as 11, and the UI sort of gives that it actually. I'm pretty sure that UI is based on the Windows 8 design. If you open Windower again now, you'll see what I mean, because it kind of has that weird
It is based on. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah.
That
With the
weird
weird
cutoff.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, tangent after tangent. Just to say, Windows 10 support ends on October 15th, 2025. Upgrade
14th.
now. Oh, 14th. 14th. Sorry, on their website it says what? Oh, because
What?
I don't believe it says what.
on the on the website it says before Windows 10 support ends until the 14th of October, and then after Windows 10 support has ended from the 15th of October. That's what confused me. Yeah.
I'll also say, just because the game is not just because they're not saying that they're not officially going to support Windows 10 or playing 14 on Windows 10 after the end of official Microsoft support of Windows, they will generally still help you with issues for the most part. It's only more of a catch-all term, so in case they genuinely can't help you, that
Exactly. Yeah.
it's not really.
Yeah. Also, what it
New
means
problems
is
could
that
arise.
if they get to a point where they're like, we're introducing this new feature in the graphical update, which is a feature only supported on Windows 11, they will have they don't care about Windows 10 because that's out of their tools. They won't cater to you anymore. So if that breaks the game, then that's it for you. And
If
they can't help
DirectX
you.
ever upgrades to 13,
Right. Yeah.
10's out of here.
That is true as well, but people have been playing 14 on Linux for a very long time, which is
yeah,
not
yeah.
technically supported.
Oh.
And there's little to no
You
issue.
can do almost anything with Wine on Linux, to be fair.
That
Magic
is
of
true.
Proton, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, not wanting to go from 10 to 11 and then instead going to Linux
Yeah.
and then complain, I'd be like, no, listen, dude. But yeah.
Do it with a GUI-less Linux as well.
I
FFXIV.exe.
Yeah, it's just that's too much for me. I'm sorry. I'm over. I can't do that
No,
anymore.
I'm gonna be real. Linux kind of sucks. I hate using it.
I'm glad you said it.
I like
I respect
some
it.
parts
I
of it.
I respect it too.
It's just a miserable experience because it just doesn't have any of the like quality of life of Windows.
It's just like,
But it's
oh,
like-
time to turn on my computer, work. It's just time to work to run anything. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to.
I don't want
want
to type sudo every fucking day,
No.
please.
But you can run it on Linux, and yes,
Well,
if
that's
you're
how I
already
played,
on Linux,
though.
yeah.
I played a lot on my Steam Deck on Linux, and that's
Oh, yeah.
it
That's
was
true.
amazing.
Steam Deck is a Linux-based or Unix-based operating system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Okay, end of Windows 10. Bye bye. Now it's time for MogMail. We got some MogMail to get through. So let's do that. Let me make sure I have everything loaded correctly. Okay, we do. Let's go. It's from Honey Rider from Zervan.
Right.
Hello, speakers. Hope you're all well. Hopefully this is a fun one for you. Just wondering what types of zones you'd like to see in the new expansion. For example, given that Dawn Trail has been a bit more jungle in the former and tech in the latter, are we ready for something different? Would you be keen for some more fantastical zones again, a la Ilmeg? Thanks again for the laughs and discussions.
Wow.
Every time Thursday rolls by, it brings me joy to see what new thumbnail Lukiel has concocted, and I wish you all the best. Now, I have to say something. Thank you, Honey Rider. The thumbnail for last week, I was so tempted because I think we talked about it. It must have been last week that I was gonna use that picture of Yoshi P that I love with the earring. Was that last week or was it the week before?
Yes, it was last week.
And I started it, and I'm like, I have to save this for something better because that was so good. I had made okay, listen. This was my creative vision. The body of Gollum sitting on a rock in a dark cave, okay? And it was Yoshi P with the earring and the funny face that I like sitting there, and he's holding the ring, but I was gonna change the ring to be like a Mog Station item, like the ugly Mog Station item. And I was like, I'm cooking so bad right now, but this isn't good enough. This episode isn't good enough for this majestic creation. So I've
Save
put
it for another
I've
day.
saved it. I've literally saved it as a.
I'm really looking forward to that.
One day you'll see it.
Yoshi Spiegel.
Yoshi Smeagol! Yoshi Baggins. No, that doesn't make any sense.
He wasn't a Baggins.
I mean, he wasn't. No, I believe that you will save it. What I do question is whether you'll ever find it again.
That's the
that's a good
real, yeah, because
question.
it is just called like,
Save it on your desktop. You'll see it every day.
yeah, I should maybe do that. Yeah,
It's probably running off to the right though. His desktop
it
overflows
is.
to the
No,
right.
it's in. If you ever saw the Photoshop file for the thumbnail, you'd probably get a migraine because I have. It's random what I choose to delete. I just will hide the image sometimes. So there's just like 100
gosh.
layers of old thumbnail material. But sometimes I
understand
delete
that.
some of them. Be like, I don't need that. I'm so unlikely to ever do that. And then I remove like parts of it. It's just a hand, like a finger left from like a thumbnail just in there for some reason.
It's like looking at assets in a scene collection for streaming.
Yes.
You just find things that like you haven't used for years and just like, oh, that's there, I guess.
Yep. That's yes. Don't even get me started on that because I have to see that every day. But it's a lot. Okay. What types of zones would you like to see in the new expansion?
I mean, I agree.
No more tech. I'm done.
No more tech.
I've
yeah,
had enough.
no more fucking tech.
I've had enough.
I
And
think
if you're
that's
gonna do
fair.
technology, please, for the love of God, just ground it in the established lore a little bit more. Just Magitech's okay.
Yeah.
Magitech's fine. It's still a little too high tech for my tastes, but I accept it because it's fine. It's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
No more fucking cyberpunk cities.
Yeah.
I just want to go to a place that's magical, just like pure magic, Dragonland or whatever. You know, like
I would
fucking
argue-
just nice.
I would argue that Unlost Memory, whatever it's called, I never remember,
Living
is
memory?
pretty fantastic. Living Memory is pretty fantastical in its aesthetic, generally.
Living Memory is fantastical but the electric ruins it.
Yeah.
If they
That's
made that
fair.
real, then I would like it. But because it's like a facsimile or whatever, it's weird.
Yeah.
But definitely like something 9 inspired, but not the 9 that they've picked so far,
Yeah.
or like 11 inspired.
So you.
I don't think they would do another 9 inspired thing after just doing an expansion that
I'm
makes
sorry to
That
say-
type of
references to it.
whimsy, that
9
fantasy.
has been done now, and whether you like it or
No-
not, we didn't really
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
9 vibe. But you know,
No
it's-
6, no 7, no 8, no 10, no maybe 12. Not really, maybe 12.
12 is fine.
Final Fantasy Mobius.
12's okay.
Let's go.
Mobius. Yeah.
I don't even remember what the aesthetics of movies was.
It was just inspired by every Final Fantasy.
It's just weird.
I still dream of like, you know, there's a chance we might get Evil East stuff at some point, maybe 8.0. Maybe that is the time when we get
Evil East would be
Dalmasca,
fine.
and that is high fantasy with Garlean
That-
style tech, you know, like Magitech.
Yeah, I can accept that.
I hope they dip into the other Square Enix IPs like they did with Tactics Ogre. You get that little tiny bit of it. Like, okay, why don't you do like, I don't know, Triangle Strategy, or
Oh, yeah.
maybe pull something from Octopath or Bravely Default. You know, like you can do it a little bit. They're basically Final Fantasies anyway.
That's true.
That's true. That would be very radical move for them to base.
Aesthetically, though, they're just kind of
Aesthetically, I
they are
agree.
quite generic fancy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree that it would be quite radical. I mean, you're referencing Tactics Ogre. It's basically one boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Well, they get armors from it too, and some other like really random stuff sprinkled in there. But if they can do that for that, I think you could leap to Bravely Default pretty easily from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
True. Aesthetically, I don't know what you guys. I mean, I know none of you would agree with me, but I would love, and chat's mentioned it, I would love to return to the snow. Maybe some forests, like maybe sort of alpine look or something a bit.
We have
Something quite traditional.
we don't really have. I mean, other than Kurthus, there aren't any like proper snow maps other than that. I
No,
mean, Kurthus is.
Yeah, Garlemald is a snow.
Oh yeah, Garlemald. You're right.
Garlemald and
But
Kurthus.
what they did with Garlemald and Kurthus is that they're just like very boring plains with snow on them. Garlemald is better looking.
They're white deserts.
Yeah, they're white deserts essentially.
I want
Yeah.
proper snowy places.
There is one thing that would make me like love snow maps and a desert map. Actually, I would love a desert map in particular. Only if they can do this one tech thing. They gotta make nice trail prints in the sand or the snow.
Mm.
Yes.
Like that's the only like video game tech graphics thing where I'm like, oh, wow,
Say it, yeah.
the snow.
Yeah.
It leaves a cool path. Like
Yeah.
if they
It's
can do
very
that,
satisfying.
Yeah.
like in Near Automata, when you go to the desert area, like the sand.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, as an example of a snow map that isn't necessarily just plains, how about Pagos and Pyros?
To be fair, aesthetically, I didn't get very far into Paris, but Pagos is all right actually. Do you know? It's all right.
If you remove
It's
all
got
the
variety.
yeah,
It has, yeah, exactly. It has variety because you can have like hot spring type areas in snowy places, and then you have more like frigid areas. You could have like a snowy forest. Yeah.
Too much
Yeah.
negative association.
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
Exactly,
that's
yeah,
the-
that's
It's too hard. I mean,
Aesthetically, yeah.
yeah, aesthetically.
I can just think about the dragon funnel every time. I was just like, ah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, for example, I prefer Western Highlands to Central. That's a
Really?
much like that's a more
Really?
basic-
That's
in
interesting.
terms of like the snowiness of it, because there's like
I mean, I agree with you, but I don't think Western Highlands is what we're asking for right now. Because I think Western Highlands is more of like a plain,
Yeah.
whereas
That is
Central
true.
is much more mountainous feeling.
the vibes though, like that area where it's got the big exploded crystallized ether and everyone's frozen, and like the big frozen lake. That's cool.
That is cool.
But
It
it
has
just
some
needs
cool
more
set pieces.
height.
Yeah. It is cool, like that first part,
And
like when you
trees.
leave Falcon's Nest. That part is really cool. Like I love that, like, and it looks so massive.
that huge
when you
bridge.
first. Yeah. It's
That's cool.
Yeah, but then, the area outside of Dusk Vigil as well is really cool. I like the lake with the frozen, and there's like a
Exactly,
ship
yeah.
that's frozen in place and stuff.
And there's the abandoned towns because everything got like it feels like
Yeah,
kind of feels
but there's
like
too
what
much.
some parts of Garlemald should have felt like.
Yeah, but it's too much. There's too much like nothing in between. That's
There's
the
a
problem
lot
with
of
that.
well, that was a Heavenswood issue.
Yeah.
They're better at that now.
They are.
Most of the zones in Dawn Trail were very full.
Yeah.
Actually,
a lot of what you... Yes. No, you go, Roland.
Okay. I technically I already got my wish last time. I think we talked about this a long time ago. I made an offhand joke where like I would like it if I think I said make the expansion like Mesa Verde, something like that. Do like a Mesa region, and they did. They did add a Four Corners inspired region, which Shalawani
Shaloni, yeah.
Shaloni. With I wanted the Pueblan stuff in particular. I said that. I remember. So I
Okay.
got what I wanted.
Well, there you go. Yep.
You also got still a little bit there in Heritage Found. It's just been bastardized by the existence of
I hate what they
Alexandria.
Yeah.
Gross technology.
Why couldn't they have just given us a corner
I
of it
think-
non-ruined just to enjoy?
I think if the sky was not what it is in Heritage Found, people wouldn't dislike it as much.
Right. Yeah.
Mostly agree.
Well,
If at least like outside of near the town, near Solution 9, you could see the sun again.
yeah.
Now that we've cleared things up or whatever, that'd be nice.
I don't know if they'd ever do this, but I would like a dried out lake bed. Like
Like with
imagine
the cracks.
Oh
the
yeah.
big-
yes,
crack.
like well no, like imagine exploring the locks, but like that's not water.
Okay. Yeah.
They very vaguely tried that with the Tempest because it was technically like a hollowed out
Oh yeah.
bit of
That
ocean,
doesn't
but
feel
but
like
that-
a lake bed.
no, it
really.
didn't feel like that at
No.
all. It just, to be honest,
But-
the Tempest felt kind of dumb actually. Now that I think back on it,
The
it was just weird.
the sort of flora and fauna you'd see in a lake bed is not the same as what you would get in like a dried out like ocean.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be cool.
The reason I think of that is because Australia has one of the deepest dried out lake beds, and if we are going to Mericidia, if that is the direction they choose to go in for the next expansion, I actually think they could account for a lot of the environments that you guys are requesting.
I agree. I think
Yeah.
Mericidia has a lot of plus points for me in terms of being more fantasy driven, and a lot of the
People-
Mericidian cultures that we saw in that Annex Shrine, the place in the sky.
Oh.
Azizla.
Azizla, yeah, has like it's pretty interesting stuff. It could be a good
'Cause-
vibe.
When people think of Australia, they often just think of like desert, I guess. That's a very uninhabited part of Australia overall. Like you can get something that would be similar to like the Shire or like an environment similar to that if you're focusing on like the southeastern part of Australia. So like I think there's potential for a variety of environments. Hopefully they won't do like what they did with Taral, which is while I do appreciate what they did with Taral, I don't like that there are essentially sort of two zones that are just like jungle based to a certain extent, and even a little bit with like Urquhart, but not as much.
I think
Wait till-
you're going to get a monkey's paw on this, Georgi. I
Yeah.
could foresee it. I'm getting a future sight right here. Okay, we get Mericidia. Some of it are some like real Australian-inspired zones. The majority of it, though, are like Badlands, Mad Max, Fist of the North Star
Yeah.
type.
See,
That's
I
the
agree
bad
with you.
timeline.
Yeah.
I agree with you. The only reason I feel like that might not be as much of an issue is because they already made that like leveling gear in Shaloni for some reason.
Perfect to
That's
reuse
true.
it again.
Yeah, that is fair. But we do also know some of the native people of Mericidia. We know that they have like living trees. I would be surprised if like you get like the equivalent of Ents in this like Mad Max desert.
Well,
it would be
it's
very
of course the
surprising.
Rollo-
to me.
do.
according to the lore from Mericidia, you're not necessarily. There might be some merit to that because it did say that after the Elegant Empire fell, the whole continent was fucking decimated, turning it into a wasteland. So there might
But
be
no
some
one's
wasteland.
able to get near.
No, we don't know.
Whoever's on
Essentially,
there won't let people get
there
near.
has been like a blackout of information since then, essentially.
also- I would also say that when that's an issue, like, I would argue, I can't imagine them making multiple desert zones because it's difficult to differentiate them.
You're
'cause
absolutely right for Dawn Trail in that if
They'll
Terral
find a
felt
way.
like an A Realm Reborn zone where it's like the Central Shroud, North Shroud, whatever Shroud. Like it was all thematic,
Oh,
which
right.
is cool
Yeah.
in its own way, but it does feel samey. I don't really like Cosima Uka that much anymore, really, now that like and
Cosima- oh,
alongside
right. I would say-
Jacques Tural.
That's my.
I
probably
would
my
say
list.
Cosmoka is the least.
It's the better of the
exciting zones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uka Patch is the only one I like in the south.
I'm obsessed with Orca Patch.
Yeah.
I
you are.
really love it so much.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, but like, I don't want to do that with Mericidia. I want like one desert area, like a swampy area, and then like a southeast New Zealandy type
We
area.
got swamps, baby.
Yeah. They,
You gotta
they-
do-
A proper
Just
swamp.
like
We've
we
not
do.
got many good swamps.
Yeah.
That dim world in the
Yeah.
fringes.
They restricted
What did
it to
everyone-
a section.
That was
I
a
think
nice area.
I think they could make a whole zone about that's a swamp.
Agree.
that would be fun.
I would like that. I think Dimworld was one of the cool
could be
parts of
way-
that zone.
It could be where you meet the coup.
yeah. I was gonna say they made the good way the way they did the desert in because obviously if you make a desert map, we already had the desert map in A Realm Reborn, and then we've been there, done that. But when they introduced it in Shadowbringers, the sand is like orange, so it's very distinctly different. That's how they have to do it. We can't just have another Segoli desert.
Amarang's the best desert.
Yeah,
zone they've
Amarang
done.
is great.
Mm-hmm.
But
Just make it like Dune. It's like Arrakis now. It's a
oh,
You don't like
yeah,
spice, or I don't know.
you don't like
Mad
the desert
Max
where
Dune something. What is-
yeah.
you don't like the desert where the Aya live. That's essentially a
oh,
desert. It's just people don't acknowledge it because of the whole vibe of Ultimate Thule.
That's true. It's hard to really see it as a desert. Because
Oh
everything's
well,
so
true. Yeah, 'cause it's too dark.
dark.
and
But yeah,
It
you're
could
right.
be cool though.
I guess so.
To be honest, that feels
But
a little bit.
it's a color
Dune-ish.
scheme you don't normally that it differentiates it from the other deserts in the game.
That's
Black,
true.
yeah, like a black sand is cool. I think
Yeah.
the Segodi Desert's too small and looks dumb. It's too
now
like,
it
you don't get
does.
to go into the Segodi
Well-
Desert.
Yeah.
All of
Well,
the
it's the
Segodi
same
that's
way with-
further along.
It's the same with the burn. It's the burn is one of the main reasons I feel like they are adverse to doing multiple desert zones in an expansion.
Yeah.
It's because they just not destroyed. They used up a whole massive section of the map and turned it into a dungeon.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it was kind of.
It's also
the big
why-
worm.
Yeah.
It's also
Sad.
why I think they're kind of afraid of making a mountain zone, which is the same thing they did with Zelfatol. I think these are zones that they either don't have they worry they don't necessarily have the imagination to make them either fun or varied.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you.
I think one I'd really like to see that I don't know if they'd be able to do it properly because no MMO ever can. I want a proper like city kind of place that's like a zone and not just like a hub. But the issue you always run into is that it gets MMO scaled, and
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
just like. It's like I'm in a
park.
Disney World,
Yeah.
you know? Like, why
Mhm.
is this door 20 feet tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I maybe
Well, the
if you
ancients
made
were
it, like,
tall.
Yeah.
if you made the streets like an actual street-based map with like little grids or like little alleys you have to go through, maybe you can just fly over them or something when you get flying.
What kind of city are you talking about?
Just any kind
Specific?
of like a densely like kind of dense city, fantasy or otherwise. Like
Yeah.
it just a
Like a
real
dense
proper-
zone.
Specifically a dense city. Okay.
Yeah, not like Garlemald, where it's like half destroyed already and half like not the city. I want some like actual alleys, you know. But like so the issue is that it's always going to be MMO size, which every MMO does. So I don't think there's an MMO city that kind of fits it.
Well, I agree with you. I think the closest to getting that vibe for me is actually the Alamegan Quarter in terms of it feeling dense and like narrow in some parts.
But
it's just a shame it's only a small section.
Just a quarter.
It's also not a very pretty.
It's not. And it's very.
It's like all sandstone or something.
I quite like the color scheme, but
it's a good color scheme. But like when you look at the buildings, they don't look functional. It doesn't look like there's any like.
That's the trouble.
I actually don't believe that anyone lives there because it looks.
I don't believe anyone lives in most of Eorzea, to be honest with you. Though
it's hard to believe that people live in Limsa.
Look at the Golden Bazaar and like the Silver Bazaar. They're probably like 1,500 people meant to be living there, like indoor or something. But it's like space for 12. Pushing it.
It's somehow too big, but also too small.
Yeah. That's why I was excited.
That would be cool, though.
When they announced that like TV series, that Netflix show for 14, because I was expecting to like see the city-states made like real, because then they'd have to actually convert it into like a believable city, you know. Limsa is not a believable city when you look at it. It's like, where the fuck
Limsa's more believable than Gridania.
Is it?
Well, no, there's whole like areas we can't access in Gridania.
Yeah, Gridania has to make things up. It's stupid.
Well, Gridania's
but
just in a
Limsa is
forest.
less believable. Limsa is less believable to me because you can see all of it, and you're like, where did the people go?
You can't hide anything in Limsa. In Limsa, you can see the entire city from start to finish, and there is not enough space.
I only buy Uldar. Uldar,
I believe.
They demolished some of it between 1.0 and 2.0.
They did.
That's true.
I think actually, if they were able to do like a proper city, I think there's one MMO that sort of did it. It's if they did kind of like a Coruscant-esque one, where it's just all city, like kind of like how they do with the Tempest, where like in the distance you kind of see more buildings. You look down, in Amarok you see kind of like more buildings in the distance, sort of.
Okay.
But it just make it entirely denser, where you can have open areas, but you're still surrounded by like city and buildings.
Yeah.
I think Amarok looked good as a city. But it was completely devoid of anything but cubuses.
Yeah,
and
that's just how it was back then.
It was too massive. I love the cubus, of course, but like even thinking about the ancients, I still feel like the buildings are too big for ancients. Like, they're just massive. Just insane building sizes.
MMO scale is every time.
MMO scale for characters who are already MMO scaled as boss models. You know when you when you're in like a dungeon in like any other MMO and the main character's like 20 foot tall, so you can see himself. What?
I mean, ultimately, I will say I don't know if CS3 is capable of making a city, especially considering they made Final Fantasy 16 and they made no accessible cities in that game as well, and that's a single player game.
God, that's true.
Oh my god!
But they had good cities in the CG of 16 at least.
Yeah, I believe they can make good CG cities.
That
doesn't matter to me. I can't walk around in them.
Oh yeah,
that's the one thing Square Enix can never fuck up is CG.
Yeah, they're good at CG, which means they can conceptualize a good city, but they just can't make it livable in the game.
The last big city that I think worked in a Final Fantasy game was Somna. Is it called Somnus? I can't remember. Insomnia.
Oh, Insomnia.
The one in
the Italy one, the Venice.
Oh.
No, actually that works too.
No, it did not. With the horrible boats, I hated that place.
It really kind of worked though in scale.
I mean, that's how Venice works, Lakil. The horrible boats.
Yeah, what do you hate Italians?
But we're not in, like, we were in the fucking aqueducts. They don't do that. They don't do that shit. In the aqueducts.
They would if they could.
Italians love aqueducts.
Not all of them were aqueducts. Some of them were just in the water, Lakil.
Yeah.
Insomnia, I think, worked as a city, but again, it has the issue of you only go there once it's been destroyed.
Yeah. I think some of the cities in 12 felt decent.
That's fair, actually.
Yeah, 12 was nice. When
I kind of like desert city.
Dalmasca really worked.
Dalmasca felt big. It had like 5-6 zones, like just to run around.
I mean,
I'd
like it to not be multiple zones.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's ultimately what I want, which is what Insomnia has. It's one big zone that doesn't require loading. It's just there's no people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what was the city called in Dalmasca? The capital? It's the one
Rabanastre?
Rabanastre. That's what
Rabanastre.
we're thinking about. The city, like
Yeah.
obviously,
When you start the game and it's massive and it feels amazing.
it is of course, like we said, divided.
Absolutely.
Painfully so, but it
But
was
this
a PS2
is a game that was a PS2 game built on like 11's coattails of being an active element of that game.
Yeah. I
So,
will
that's fine.
I am one of the few defenders of 12's combat system. I still think the Gambit system was pretty good.
I like it. It's always fun.
Yeah.
I could
don't
only get
think
into it
you're-
with the gambits, maybe.
I think that there are more 12 defenders of the combat system in that game than you think.
Yeah.
They're out there.
Yeah, they're out there. They're just not here for the most part, it seems.
Yeah, that's true.
They're still navigating the menus of 12.
Yeah. Yes.
I love menus. Yeah, menu game.
I actually play Final Fantasy 12 to prep for 11 streams.
I see. Yeah. I obviously want some sort of Dalmasca representation at some point in this game, other than I was kind of sad when it became like an alliance raid because I thought that was the end of. I think we said this when we covered this many years ago, but I have hope. The hope obviously from when Fran showed us the map and showed Dalmasca on the map. Like as an actual place.
Yeah, that we've still never got properly uncovered on the real map, even though she had a map showing
is
everything with
reason
the
why we
Golmore
should
jungle.
hope, Layla, because they're waiting for that reveal to show us the full map.
That
when
was
we
meant
get
to be like,
Dalmasca.
the next expansion, then we went to another fucking shard.
Yeah.
Layla,
For no reason.
The part with Golmore and Dalmasca is uncovered on the current version of the map.
Oh, is it now?
Oh, is it now?
Well, let me go there. That's when we've never met in their natural, like in their habitat, in their home place, a real Viara from Eorzea.
No.
We've only ever gone to them in the first. Why can't we go and visit the real Viara?
We have met native Viera.
But we never gone to visit
Not in
them.
their habitat.
Oh no.
Like-
not
like
the ones from
their
the
actual-
Golmore jungle.
That's
true.
fair, but
That's true. There
are native Viera in
That's
Toronto.
true.
They're just
Yeah.
not the ones we play as.
No.
They're like maybe they're migratory or something. I don't know.
I don't necessarily know if it's migratory. I just think that certain
I feel like
races
you're-
exist in different places in the world.
You're brushing
guess
over the
so.
fact that we haven't met a Bonga outside
Or a Sikh.
or a Sikh.
I
Because they canonically
agree. No.
exist in our world.
They do exist. Where are they?
I agree with you. I think the reason we'll never see that is because they all have unique models.
But
they
for
don't
an
have a generic
expansion?
Bunga or Sikh.
For an expansion,
I love
you
that.
would put the work in to make them work. I mean, it's an
I
expansion.
mean, that's
for,
fair. They did that with the Mamordra.
So especially if we're not getting new races or anything next expansion.
yeah,
Maybe that's what they'll
put some work in, Joshi P.
Joshi.
Joshi P. Put some work in.
Joshi
For
Peterson.
real, when we went to Tuliolal for the first time, and you see the marketplaces, and there's not one Sikh, not one banger wandering around.
Uh-huh.
Not even.
Tuliolal?
Yeah, Mel expects them to be in Tuliolal as well. Well, they are traders. At least
They're traders. It's a big trading port.
yeah.
We didn't see any.
They have abandoned them
Chicken or
completely.
anything.
There are a lot of races we don't see in
travel around
in
that
Tuliolal.
Yeah, but they're not going to retroactively put them in the old ones, are they?
No, they're not.
They have to just make a reason for them to be there.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for MogMail. We have to move on to our main story.
Oh,
The
right,
7.3 special site has launched, which means there is new stuff on here. It's not a lot because I think they're saving for the live letter to reveal, but we'll go through it. Oh, right, we had a different... Oh, what the hell did we do last time? Oh, okay. We had something that was in a very different
Promise
format.
of Tomorrow.
The Promise of Tomorrow is the name of the patch, and we have the... Okay.
Already seen this artwork, which we like.
Let memories
Has
shine as
shine.
golden light, adorned to banish darkest night.
Oh, that was nice. Did
Gorgeous.
you come up with that yourself?
You know I didn't. It's on the patch website.
Yogi's a poet. You just
Yogi's just spitting poetry while we wait for Luki to sort this out.
Yeah.
a modern day Homer.
Oh,
Homie.
Simpson.
Which Homer? It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just released a
alright.
Homer in Fire Emblem Heroes.
Oh.
Simpson?
Let's.
Oh, the Iliad or Simpson.
Yeah.
I somehow made a mistake.
What was his
Yeah.
name? The big man with the gun and the blue bit on his hair. What was he called again? Oak or something?
I don't remember his name either. He's the one person that I can't remember the name of in this artwork.
Come on, chat. He's with Shale. He's part of what are they called? Obsidian? Something? I don't know. Is he called Geoduck? Geode. Is he called Geode?
Makes sense. A lot of them are
Okay.
named after rocks. I mean, Shale is not a very nice rock either. Ooh,
No, that's true, actually. She suits Shale. I suppose he's maybe...
Hold on.
I think he
Maybe
suits
he, like-
Geode.
His hair's the glittering inside.
Wait, it's above.
Well done, Nikhil.
Sorry, something weird happened that I can't
could
wait
manage
to
your subscription.
troubleshoot later. Okay. Anyways, here is the website for The Promise of Tomorrow, coming early August 2025. So we have the news story. I have zoomed in quite a bit because we've been reading patch notes. Okay. The Promise of Tomorrow. Modified memories, neo-regulators, and rampaging soldiers. Recent events have given rise to uncertainty and confusion as a seemingly contagious fear of death erodes the joy from the faces of Alexandria's citizens. Desperate to preserve the former queen's beloved kingdom, the Warrior of Light rushes from one crisis to the next.
Oh.
I am ready. I'm ready for this story
to
to
leave
end.
Solution 9. Yes.
I am ready for the story to be over now. So this
Yeah,
is
We're at a good stopping point. I think it's like perfect. Like,
Yeah.
keep the .3s as the turn, please.
I agree.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is a good pace for it to end.
I'm
So,
hoping this will be the end of this stuff.
yeah, this
the most part.
this has been confirmed. This is the end. So we'll pivot.
I'm
past-
intrigued by Calix or whatever his name is, and like just
Yeah.
to find out who or what he is.
Yes.
But like all the many Sphenes
Mhm.
and Solution 9 and its endless problems with regulators,
Yeah.
I'm okay with moving on from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like it. I think it has not overstayed its welcome. If it was one more
I
patch,
agree.
One
I would
more
be
patch
like,
would be-
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
This has to be it.
Yeah.
I like his Fiend, but join or die. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think she needs to die.
No,
I don't
either or.
think I don't think the only options for Sphene are join or die.
Become
No.
a Scion or die.
Yeah, agree.
I'm very much. I've seen this sentiment a lot of people wanting Sphene to become a Scion. I don't want her to be a Scion. I don't think she needs to become a main character in that way.
We need another white-haired girl, please. We are lacking.
We need another character to join us, though, to be fair.
I mean,
I think
at
we're
this
stretching.
point.
I think-
aren't we stretching the definition of white hair a little with her?
She's got like gray light or whatever. It's not that different from what we already got.
She's in the early stages of the lightening process.
She has the same hair color as Calix. Actually, I'm noticing now.
Maybe he'll join
they
us.
do. I mean, I have been saying this for a while, and I don't think this is a uncommon thought. Is that they're setting up Erenville to become a Scion, and I
That
do
would be
think
nice.
that Erenville has the benefit of having many things aesthetically that Scions do not have.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
They'll make him die.
Plus, he has an interesting background.
Something's gonna happen at the end of this story. And he
The
gets, like, white
initiation
hair.
process.
Yeah.
Some skin whitening creams.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he was in Tural for a while. That's why. But now that he's been in the caves for a few
Yeah,
years.
he's
Yeah.
gotten out.
Yeah.
Have you seen all of the artwork of people like doing jokes that when Graha joined the Scions, they were threatening to dye his hair blonde?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I mean he did get lightened hair a bit in Shadowbringers when the crystallization thing happened.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so there you go. That's
What
the
is your
MSQ.
opinion?
Yeah.
What is your opinion that, but based on the way that this is talking about, like seemingly contagious fear of death erodes? There's been a lot of theorizing that this is setting up Necron. How do you feel about the idea that Necron is coming out of nowhere in the same way as it did in 9?
That's
It's
good.
perfect in
Yeah.
terms of how Necron showed up in 9, but honestly,
Yeah, but do
Necron's such a big thing.
I
So
also
just chuck
thought
at
that
us.
we liked the idea that they don't necessarily copy the storylines exactly from the original games.
I mean, that's true, but so far the story has not followed 9's at all. Like, there's no,
But
like,
no.
9...
As a
like,
beat, though,
yeah, this might
I
be the
Just to
agree,
make
but
Necron
I would.
hair.
I mean, maybe they're if they give it a patch, maybe I don't know. They'll find a way to introduce Necron. I mean, it's kind of random that what's her name was the trial as well.
Beatrix.
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 Robot
I didn't mind
Beatrix
that
out of nowhere.
Because that's different, though.
It was Otis.
I don't like the idea
Beatrix.
that Necron comes out of nowhere in the exact same way. Why, of all the things from 9, is this one of the things that they're taking, like, pretty much straight from
I'm
the
just
page?
accepting that they're going to end
Yeah.
the 9 story with the end of the 9 stories boss. I think.
I don't think it's the fan service people would want though. Like,
What do you
I
want
want people
then?
for
Brawn?
Kuja or something.
We're not,
Like,
Kuja. Yeah, that's right. But that's also
Necron's not
I would
memorable.
also-
nine
I would
characters
also
showing
like
up
Brawn.
now. But,
Yeah,
but you see that bringing out any 9 character now that's not already in the story would still be like pulling out Necron.
It would
it's like,
be,
it's
yeah.
It's a pop up in the same
Yes,
way.
but I would prefer they do that with someone that I think is more interesting than Necron.
yeah.
I think
if you're
Necron
gonna go the route of
Mechanically
doing,
suffers from being boring.
yeah, because this is it's a slippery slope to be like the Void series, which was just
But it can't.
just
It already
a
isn't
waste.
the Void series though. The Void
no,
series.
no, no. But it's
Throne,
a
the Dragon.
weird. It's a weird twist. Why would Calyx turn into Necron, which is presumably what's going to happen?
I would like. I think people don't respond well to the idea of Necron. People think that Necron is one of the weakest parts of 9. Why would they want to do that again?
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't. I feel like any.
it makes
boss-
sense though. He is like existential.
Yeah.
That's like his
Yeah.
thing. So
I
it
agree.
probably will be.
I'm
I
here
agree with you.
hoping that they don't do what what a lot of people have speculated. I would really like them not to do Necron.
I agree.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't
but
really
it will
matter to
happen.
me,
I mean, it
but-
will happen.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Just want to
I
just
just
end
don't
the
see-
story. Just give us give us a good conclusion and the end. Moving on to
Now, what's he gonna? How is he gonna appear? Is it gonna be similar to summoning magic? Like
It seems
how?
like it.
As long as if they have some way of making a universe appropriate way of summoning him, at least that's something.
yeah.
Everything else in Solution 9 seems to just be magic, but in just like a weird way.
Yeah.
They just do things because they can.
I agree with chat. I'm waiting for the payoff of remember the convocation members.
That's
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now it's for the 0.5. Sorry, guys.
That's for 8.0 when the game will be good.
Yeah. Well, that's true. There it is. There's a
can't
chance.
say that.
What did he say? What did he say?
You can't say that.
I did the 8.0 is good.
They're gonna think you're not being sarcastic. No.
Put the thing up.
Hold on. Shit.
Is it even
Put it
on
up.
this menu? Is it even on this scene?
It isn't on this.
Did you actually make it?
Yeah, hold on.
He did.
Hold on.
He added it last week.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Hold on. Mela, can you
British
Someone's got a
sarcasm.
loyal.
Can you say it again?
This is not
Yeah,
on the
the
same
game will
scene.
be good. The game will be it'll be good in 8.0 when the game's good again.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, phew. Sorry.
God, I'm glad we got that sorted.
Someone's already paused the video and typed their furious comment.
Yeah, there it's all. It's over now. Okay.
Joshua P didn't say that.
Okay. I think the episode number is wrong on the screen. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway.
Whatever. Move on.
No, sorry. Yeah, someone in chat says, I got completely derailed. It is likely that Necron won't be called Necron and will just be Necron in design only. Because
That's true.
Bekron. his
Beatrix
cousin.
was not called Beatrix, and none of the 9 members characters.
No,
had their
Steiner was
names.
Otis.
Yeah. So.
So to be fair, that's true. That's a possibility.
That makes it okay.
Well-
They've given it a new name.
Yeah.
At least it adds some.
I mean, any
it
boss.
adds a degree of separation.
Yeah.
At least, I guess. But
I
no,
still
it's not
think
great.
Brawn won't be called Brawn. So how will we even know that it's Brawn other than
If
it's like a
they-
big blob of a creature?
If they
Whoa.
Well, what was she?
Call it
I don't
Nick-
really know what she
E-
was.
I don't
think
know
she was
either.
just-
Was she a coup?
she was just I think she was just ugly.
No.
I think you might be putting too much thought into the Brawn thing. I mean, if this ends up being Necron, I will, and maybe this is a controversial opinion, I think it will be more poorly implemented than how I think they implemented Zeromus.
Interesting.
Possibly.
Because I don't see how, if Queen Braun just I'm using Queen Braun as an example, but let's say Kuja just shows up. It's like, why is that's just a pop-up villain at that point? That's a new
you're right.
character that
It's
just
all-
pops in.
What if
Calyx turns
is-
into Necron? That makes more sense. At least it's him.
What if Calyx is Kuja?
I mean,
He
he
would be an
is
example of them
he
not having
could-
the same name.
Yeah, could be.
I guess.
Then
I would prefer if Calyx ends up being a Kuja-like character rather than Calyx summons Necron out of nowhere. I think that would be more interesting to me, especially if he sticks around after this storyline.
go away. Be done. He's done.
Maybe.
Be gone.
I'm one of the. I'm a Calyx defender. I would
course you
really like the idea of Calyx sticking around. Of
course you are.
What do you mean? Of course I am.
This
Yeah,
is
of course.
your car.
What is that?
This is. I knew when I saw this character, I was like, Georgi's going to attach to this character and is going to defend this character, and you do. You are a Calyx stan.
Because he's one of the only characters that's like actively tried to kill us before we even fight back.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
villains
That's
in this
true.
game are too stupid to do that.
Yeah. Which is why I knew.
Here's
you'd like
what's
him.
going to happen. All right. Here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the Miso Terminal dungeon. Afterwards, that big statue thing on top of it
Yeah.
will fuse with Calyx,
Yeah.
and it will be Necron in visuals.
That
but it will
statue
be called
looks a lot
something
like
like
it.
it does, yeah. And it won't be called Necron though. It'll be called like miso
Miso
Calyx
soup.
or something. Miso soup.
Yeah. Miso soup.
Also, just as a fun fact for you, Queen Braun is 39 years old.
No fucking
Oh,
way.
alright.
She's looking great for 39.
She's had a rough life.
Goodness. Okay.
I know.
All right. Let's move on. Echoes of Vanadil, Sandoria, the Second Walk. There are. This is the only new image.
Galul. Jaja.
Yes, it sure is. Yoctel now plays host to a rift in reality, connecting our world to that of Vanadil and the city of Juno, and it is there in this land of bygone heroes and forgotten adventures that a new threat rises.
You see that
That's
last
what-
picture?
That's what 11 is at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's the
This is
snowy
cool.
zone.
Yeah.
But the thing about this, Mailer, is that it's linear.
Yeah.
That's the issue. This, but as an open world zone, would be fucking spectacular in this game. With
Yeah.
the sky
I
like that
agree.
skybox. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just colors in the sky, Mailer.
Yeah.
It's just sky paint. This has got a rainbow.
Yeah.
Excited to see it with absolutely no context, and then I'll be like, oh, that's probably a reference, as they say some weird niche dialogue bubble as I walk
That's why
by.
it's fun doing it with Lukiel, because he can explain them while we go through. That's my favorite part of these raids.
It does mention
What?
Yoctel there, but we do see Preesh and Aljal in Shaloni.
Shaloni.
That's true.
Yeah.
They
So
wandered off,
in-
didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm currently of the opinion that that Sandoria will appear in Shaloni, but maybe they'll both still be in Yoctel. I'd like it to be in Shaloni. Shaloni has more etherites than Yoctel.
Yeah.
That's true. It's a no more pleasant. They put it in the miserable half of Yoctel as well.
Yeah. Well, this we're not going to be able to walk
this is
around in
Chateau
Sandoria.
d'Orange.
Yeah, this is Chateau d'Orange.
Why won't we be able to walk around? What do you mean?
Are you sure this is this? Do we know for sure? Oh yeah, because this has an etherite thing here. Is that not?
That's just
Yeah, but so
It's
does
a checkpoint.
the explorable version of Juno.
Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just saw them
I think you'll
standing
be
here
able
in
to.
Juno, so I wasn't sure if maybe.
Oh,
okay.
there'll probably be.
There's also like a
post or
barrier-looking
pre-quest.
thing here. I don't
That's
know.
true. You probably can't go all the way down those paths on the sides, but you'll probably have to explore a decent amount.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a nice representation, though.
Within the actual dungeon. These are used as shortcuts.
Checkpoints, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you can have them in the exploration view. Oh, what do you mean?
I think this isn't an explorable zone. I think this might just be from inside the dungeon.
This is part. I think we're getting confused. Yeah, you'll still
Oh,
be able
yeah.
to go in probably to do explorer mode or whatever, maybe.
Oh, well, I don't
But
know.
you don't.
Okay, so you think? Because this, I think, is
Because you mean like the bit outside that we can wander around
This,
as well.
I agree, is inside the dungeon.
Yes.
But I wouldn't be
That's what I'm trying to
surprised
say.
if there's a version of this that is explorable in the same way that Juno is.
Because we
Okay.
start
Well, so far we
close to the same place anyway in Juno, don't we?
Because you can see that this is clearly lined up to be linear with the railings like pushing you towards the center.
No, that's...
But
Barrier.
that's
the fact that there's a
naturally cut
specific barrier there makes me think that, like, why would they put a barrier there if you can't progress in that direction?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I would have thought that, like, based on this, it would be weird if we don't go inside the mansion as part of the dungeon and instead we head off to the left.
But if we head off to the left there, I'm pretty sure that goes round towards the gate that leads out into that field zone, like the Windhurst field zone or whatever it is. And then if we keep going through there, Georgi, we'll be able to find our way to Ron 4's manor house, where the Dingbats live.
I don't think
you
Ron
say
is
that,
going to be
but
part of this. Or maybe...
the way that Juno was made was in no way, like, had any of the zones that you traveled
No,
through
that's
connected.
true.
No, you just
That was
travel
a
between
shame.
places.
I mean, we're going to say it. The something tundra or something. I can't remember. What this place is
the
called.
glacier,
That place.
God,
God, look how nice it looks.
something
So-
glacier. Glacial
this-
chat?
And what is that tower? Is that one of those like bony white things that we see around the like the
It does
ziggurat
look like
things?
it.
Bosidine.
Bosidine.
Sorry,
Bosidine.
Bosidine.
God, you can never say it.
Is that
Bosidine.
the what's that tower?
You'll have to find out. You'll have to find. Well, I've shown you the
Aw.
funny picture of what this actually looks like in game because
Yeah, you have,
is
yeah.
very. It's not as impressive in 11, but yeah. This is just a guess.
Is that
it's
similar
supposed
to
to
that
be.
dungeon tower that we ran around in?
What?
When we did 11 and we finally got to a dungeon, it was kind of a bit like a
Delpho's
tower.
Tower?
We just went- Yeah, is that a bit like Delpho's Tower?
You can't ask me these questions right now. I'm not ready
Okay.
to answer 11 questions at this time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next week.
Next week.
All right.
Okay. Next, we have the dungeon, the Meso Terminal. The lights
Oh,
Yeah.
of
no.
living memory no longer shine, and the towering statue at its center stands silent amidst the wistful echoes of lives once lived. The Meso Terminal is at once the Meso Terminal. It is at once a monument to the existence
That's
of the Alexandrian people and a resting place for their many memories.
See, I have
What is that?
one hope for this dungeon. That's the music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. What is the... Go back one slide. What is the... Oh, no, go forward 2 slides, sorry. What are these? Who are these men?
They all are the same.
The Buff Brigade. Just made that up. I don't know.
They could be the Buff Brigade. The only thing interesting here is the AoE has weird chains around it. That's unusual. That might be a new thing. But they're all the same model. There's clearly 2 greenish ones, a red one and a blue one. But
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the Poof Poof guys or the Puff Puff for the Dragon Quest
Yeah,
things.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
The Dragon Quest collab quest.
Yeah.
I would assume
Could
this
be
is
a-
a boss, because almost always they use a boss as one of the
for sure.
slides they have for a dungeon.
Yeah.
Let's look
But
at the gear. Let's hear Rollo talk about how much he doesn't like that part of it. The
okay.
Spaniards are here!
I gotta. Can you put a button for me? The one friend that's too woke. I
Yeah,
gotta.
we need to make that for you. Rollo's being woke is flashing on screen right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like Dawn Trail. I think they did a very good job of portraying the cultures and being thoughtful about it. And they had those talks about it at FanFest, and they talked about the writers or the other companies that had assistance with them. It was great. Why would you, in an update, make colonial-based conquistador gear? And it's not even like, it's just sort of, no, that's how their helmets look like. He even has a little feather on top. It's not even that long in Native American history either. Conquistadors were around for like 5 years, max. It was a blip. and to make it a gear set is like,
I think it's a fairly bad faith argument, to be honest. I think it's just people go focusing on the feathers.
that's
I
their
think
thing,
if you
though.
go and look
But aren't
deeply into like
the
whatever their
conquistador-
hat thing was,
They go like
have
this.
a very different helmet. It's called Mirion or something.
I have seen the argument that some people have made, and I kind of agree, but like I don't have the background that
I
Rollo
don't know.
does on
I don't
this.
know anything.
That like
No.
that I think they do look like variations of 9 gear as well.
Yeah, it's obviously not just that, but yeah, they're doing the it's like a barbell helmet thing or something like that. The little upward curve and then the big feather. That's like the iconic
Barbet,
look.
are you talking about the level 9 gear for gladiators?
Oh yeah, that's something else. Okay, it's called something else, but the feather and the curved helmet, that's like the iconic look for it. So you wouldn't do this if you were in the know, you'd be like, oh well, you probably wouldn't want to avoid this kind of look. I don't know. It's a strange
tough
thing.
one.
I don't know.
There's definitely
It's not all like that. It's not all like that.
inspiration.
It's definitely the worst offenders are the rightmost one and the leftmost.
I mean, the right and left are the same set of gear. They're just recolored.
Yeah. The other ones are, they're just kind of variations on like quilted armor stuff and some robes and everything. But I mean, you see it though. You know what I mean? Like it's helmet,
But
feather.
my only argument is that I feel like they're also. I mean, the feather is. I agree, but they lack the this. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have.
Yeah.
The, that's a
it's
conquistador
not-
hat to me.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
feather.
This is like a mix of like kind of like pith helmets too, almost, which like also still isn't.
I think there's inspiration
great
from
thing.
varying
I think though, yeah.
European
But I have
helmet
to
designs.
say, it is maybe avoid using any kind of hat like that, just because
Yeah.
of the association.
In this context, it is slightly in poor taste.
Yeah.
I would say.
but
I can understand that.
Yeah.
But I would also say that it might have nothing to do with the New World. It might be actually supposed to be like Alexandrian.
It could be Alexandrian.
Yeah.
Because they're way more ornate than the conquistador hats. Or conquistador hats didn't have like all this like gold and shit at the front.
Most of them didn't have feathers.
Most of them didn't have feathers. I had to
And I
actually
think
dig
there's
to
a
find
lot
them.
of.
But can I
think
just-
there's a lot of television and film have kind of pushed them to a certain
I
direction
just
as well.
have to-
But it's fair enough.
I have to give you a detail about that painting I just showed, because I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would find a conquistador artwork on DeviantArt. It was just very random. Just,
They got
everything.
They got some shooters out there,
Yeah.
conquistador lovers.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people in chat make the argument that because it's coming from an Alexandrian dungeon, it means the gear has to be Alexandrian. That's not always the case. The gear doesn't always match the dungeon, so
That's not always
it could actually end up being Terali. But it's just that's a potential case that it could happen.
Now,
Yeah.
if they were the inverse, if they were trying to be telling a story about like Solution 9's invasion of the New World, this could be a allusion to colonialism, and that's why they kind of look like that.
Yeah.
I think okay, that's like kind of clever, I guess.
I think I can see that, but I feel like Alexandria's invasion of Taral was so unsuccessful. I feel like it's not necessarily a great parallel to draw.
Yeah, and the rest of the look wasn't like that too. So, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not saying I hate the game. I'm not saying you're bad if you like the game. Just this is like a little bit in poor taste, I would say.
But I also have to say it's not very. I mean, let's think.
It's not 1-to-1, but
No, like if we were to think back on the like Sami outfit, that was more egregious than this, because this looks like almost kind of by accident almost. And I'm not sure if they went in with like, let's make conquistador gear for 14. I don't think that's what they did here. I think
would doubt that.
I think this is just them being clumsy.
There's a chance that they thought thematically though, maybe that crossed their minds a bit.
yeah.
But I think it's also a level of stretching here. I mean,
because
there's an
I
argument
knew,
to be had for that it's in poor taste for sure.
we all
But also,
knew
it's not like a one-to-one copy.
that we were gonna be tense every time gear would come out for
Yeah.
this game for this expansion specifically, because there's a lot of eyes on it because they're dealing with a continent that has had some history. So yeah, I think lower blood pressure on this one. I think it's maybe them stumbling a little with the gear, but I don't think it was. I mean, the rest of the outfit certainly does not look like Conquistador gear, because that's just like plate mail and like, you know, actual like just armor. This is
and they're going for something else with the hat. I think I'm guessing that's aiming.
I think that's aiming.
the like musketeer.
The giant feather is the most. Like, but it's just a feather and a hat as well.
I was thinking musketeers, like the.
Yeah, it's more musketeer.
I think musketeers as well, which is also why I was thinking it could be more trying to be more Alexandrian, if that's the vibe they're going for. I mean, my ultimate opinion will be influenced by how they choose to classify this in game.
Let's see the name of the gear.
We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
Conquistador lover gear.
Well, if they do that,
sneering imperialist armor.
Colonial invaders.
If they have like the Spanish word for helmet, for example, then maybe that would be weird.
Yeah.
I also think it's quite not particularly nice. I don't.
Aside from the look too, I'm not really about it in the first place. I think it's definitely trying to do a mesh of European and like indigenous stuff a little bit. Yeah. But it's not working super well.
I think the only one I like is the chest piece on the one that has the little
eye patch
handkerchief thing coming down.
Oh, the handkerchief.
Yeah. The ones with the eye patch, but just the chest piece on it. Yeah.
I will disagree a little bit. I actually don't mind how this gear looks overall.
Oh, so it's a little.
I think it
messy, don't you? Like, I feel like it's all over.
It's nice to have unique gears per class, I guess. There's not a theme here, though. I don't think it's a very a loose theme.
Yeah.
The nice thing about it is it's generic, and so people who like this kind of.
I like it because it feels like it could fit in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The base of the argument is that if someone who was culturally aware of the stuff was designing this gear, they probably wouldn't choose to pick like these colors and these general helmet shapes. That's all.
I agree that maybe the helmets are a little weird. If the helmets were just like, let's say everyone just had eye patches, I don't think we'd have this argument at all. Probably it all just looks like normal gear, sans the feathered helmets. Okay. Trial. As the Warrior of Light pursues confrontation with Calyx, a new threat of dreadful aspect rises to bar their path. I mean,
dread.
It has to be, right? I feel like that line makes it more likely to be Necron, right?
What you mean? The boss who appears in the zone, Hell of Despair, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It represents death and existential dread itself.
Yeah.
I think the other issue I have with it is this just feels like repeating themes from Endwalker.
Yeah. They're not. The thing with Dawn Trail. It's obviously had to take a pretty big step back in terms of peril and everything. There's a lot of retreading concepts, and sometimes they do it better than they did before. And it's a nice time to have. But I just care about the south half of this continent, and I really don't care about the north half of this invading people that I just don't like Solution 9. I just can't care about them enough anymore.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty good at doing threat. Like, in terms of you're talking about how they've had to take a step back from obviously the threat of a universe-ending thing with Endsinger. I think the idea of Queen Eternal is a good compromise for that, because we're not actually real at that point. We are technically a program when we're fighting Queen Eternal, so you could argue we're not at our full strength. So I kind of like that, and I preferred that as a final threat for this expansion. I don't know if Necron, especially, as I said, because Necron feels thematically too similar to Endsinger, I don't know if I like it as much if this is how they choose to end up wrapping the storyline.
Right. Yeah.
I agree with that, and I also, I mean, even with Queen Eternal, I felt like she was very similar to Endsinger already, like and this feels just like another existential threat in a mid patch, like in the mid. I don't know.
How do you find, other than their gender, how do you find Endsinger and Queen Eternal similar?
Just it was so quickly becoming like a world-ending threat type thing. It felt like. I just felt like there wasn't a build-up to suddenly getting to this big threat. I feel like I don't know.
As
Maybe
far
we
as the
just haven't
fights,
quickly.
I think they were kind of like double beats, like the actual fights themselves, where it was just kind of throwing bullshit at you know, like a lot's happening at once. Where not every single kind of penultimate or big fights like that, I should say.
Yeah.
There was also the mid-fight. Our allies have come to save us section with a lot of like.
Yeah.
In Spain.
Instead of Big Bird, it's a big.
She doesn't say that
rumble
anymore, Mela.
I've not been in actually since the patch. Does she just
I
not say
don't think
anything, or does
I've
she say
gotten
better?
She still says Fiend,
But
but
she
it's
says
much
it better.
It's better acted.
That's good. I'm glad.
We
they
talked
changed
about it, but I didn't have a chance to ever see it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that trial come up in roulette.
I haven't done that since.
I mean, I've chosen to
then.
do it quite often by myself. I like helping people through it. It's one of my favorite trials in the game,
Oh,
That's
dear.
right.
as of right now.
It's fair.
The only part I don't like is the end.
Right.
Well,
Okay. Okay. Well, that's all then. We have come to the end of the show.
Oh!
Yes.
I know that, just quickly, there is something that has not been discussed at the very end. They have not teased this at the very end of the patch notes. Additional Doman Mahjong voices.
Oh, yeah, they're
What?
adding additional Dome and Mahjong voices.
Again?
Wuklamat, Kona, and Bakul Jaja.
Bakul
Okay.
Jaja.
Oh, hold on.
I love
BKJJ.
I love. This is where they've dropped this piece of information. This is not
Sorry.
being mentioned anywhere else, but get your BKJJ on.
Is it just sounds of his ass cheese clapping? Like what?
Yeah.
Okay, you might get me a little bit interested in Don Mahjong. All right.
Finally.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, that's the end of the show. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, with the live letter is next week, right?
Podcast.
I'm not completely off my So next
It
week
is
we'll be giving you
24th.
a full rundown of the live letter. If you want to, you can watch us cover it live as well on Friday. I don't remember the time.
Thursday.
Sorry, Thursday. Yes, it's on a Thursday, which is a weird day.
It's
Thursday.
noon CEST.
Yeah, noon on a Thursday. So if you are available at that time, tune in. That's for Europe. For the US, it's like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I think. Whenever it is of the US time. All right. Thanks for watching. Follow us on our social, SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersXIV, youtube.com/SpeakersXIV, Discord in chat if you want to join our Discord server. And if you're watching on demand, the link is in the description. See you on the post show.
Y'all are watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.